And breathe. Well, it was good to bounce back. Well, sort of bounce back from Friday. I mean, obviously, look, a point of Burnley isn't going to be sniffed at, is it? But we had to win tonight, really, to keep pace with the top two, because thanks Swansea for bottling it second half. But yeah, there you go. Either way, that's exactly why we needed to win tonight, because Sheffield United annoyingly had to win again. But hey-ho, it is what it is. You've got to keep in touch with these teams. And the good thing is just to keep the points tally ticking over, to at the very least make sure you finish in the top four or finish third or fourth. Assessing the game, really, I think the opening 20 minutes was fairly even. I think Derby kind of made it, not a physical battle, because it's a little bit, it would do them a bit of a disservice, but they managed to sort of compete with us and managed to stop us to some degree, playing into our rhythm and to playing into the swing of things, really. But at the same time, after the first 20 minutes up till half time, that was our best spell of the game by some way. We managed to just keep the ball recycling, keep it ticking over, start to create chances. And when we got the lead, I'd say we deserved to score. And it was a really good finish from Mayenda. Because obviously we know about the problem with Mayenda, is that this season in particular, he's missed some big chances. But fair play to him, he slots it well enough, so it's a Mayenda winner. You know, you're not going to complain at that. And from there, we just kind of weren't scintillating, but we controlled it. We definitely deserved to be in front at half time. We controlled it, we were definitely the better side. And then the second half, I mean, don't get us wrong, I think one of the co-commentators had said, and he was right, that Derby were going to have a spell of pressure in the game while it was 1-0, because of course they had a chance to get something from the game, and obviously we know that Derby are on a pretty bad losing run at the moment. Thankfully they've lost tonight, but it was a tighter game than what I would have wanted it to be within the second half. And second half going forward, we didn't really do as much as I personally would have liked, and the one thing that I'm a little disappointed with, but it doesn't matter in the end, we won, I'm so overall happy with it, but the one thing that I would have liked us to have done a bit better was exploit the lack of defenders apparently that Derby had in the game. But I wonder whether it's just us maybe reserving energy until Saturday and just getting through the game and doing as minimal as possible. I will say this with Derby mind, their number 15, I think he's a Swedish lad. I think he's maybe I'm just saying it because of his hairstyle, I don't know. But the lad that they brought on, number 15 for them, looked a real threat. Twice he dominated 09 in the air and got a header that was on target. If it wasn't for a Patterson save or a clearance off or near the line, then obviously it could have very well been 1-1 and we'd be talking about a different game. But to be fair, as we say, you know, you've got to sometimes ride out those moments, particularly away from home. And well, we know that Derby, Paul Warnock, Derby's under quite a bit of pressure. I think I've seen quite a number of fans seem to want to be shot of him, but Derby didn't disgrace themselves tonight. Like I said, it was a tighter game than what I would have wanted it to be, but ultimately Sunderland did enough and controlled it and managed the game well in the last few minutes to make sure we ended up winning the game. And it's a massive win. It was massive. And if you'd offered me 4 points from Burnley and Derby away, I'd have taken it. Now, you've just got to make sure you follow that up on Saturday with a victory against Plymouth. Now, sorry to anyone who doesn't want me to talk about the officials, but I can't not mention this. Why was the Wilson Isidor goal disallowed? I don't quite understand. If it was a handball on Lefay, because I've seen an image on social media, and bear in mind that slowed down after the fact, where it hits Lefay's hand in the build-up to it bouncing towards Isidor. But the goal originally was given. The linesman didn't flag up. The referee didn't blow his whistle or anything. Has he caved into peer pressure? Has he caved into the fact that Derby are the home team and that they've ended up... has he caved into the fact that Derby's the home team and caved into pressure of them being at Pride Park? Because if that's the case, I don't see any referee doing that at the Stadium of Light then. You know, I don't understand. Like I said, if there's a genuine reason why it was disallowed, then absolutely fair enough. No problem with the decision. And again, it'll be made less of a talking point because Sunderland did win the game. But if Derby had gone on to get a point, yeah, you could say that we probably deserved it for sitting back a bit. But at the same time, it shouldn't have been nervy in the final stages for me, unless there's something I'm missing about it. But look, either way, because I think for me, if you're going to disallow the goal, then for me, it's a bit annoying to give it and then about a minute later then disallow it and go back on your original decision. Like I said, I'll have a look at it back and maybe it'll come out, maybe in the coming days or whatever, it'll come out that there was a genuine reason for the goal to be disallowed. But I fell for Isidor because it was actually a really good finish off the bar. And obviously we know how desperate he was to sort of, well, in his eyes, make amends for Friday night. But like, and even then, to be fair, he had a brilliant blistering counter-attack second half. When from a Derby corner, when he sprinted across the whole of the pitch, kind of similar to what he had to do against Hull, except in that he had to run from our third basically into the opposition box. But look, either way, obviously we didn't get a second goal, but in the end, thankfully, it didn't matter. We kept another clean sheet. That's really important. Like I said, we just need to back it up on Saturday and get a win against Plymouth. If we can beat Plymouth, then it's a good week in terms of points return. Anyway, guys, I love you and leave you there. I was meant to be going to Derby, but unfortunately I couldn't make it in the end. But yeah, safe travels back to everybody who's down there, you lovely lot. And as you know, if you're not a regular subscriber, you're watching the video and you think I've earned it from you, hit the sub button. Free, doesn't cost a penny, as Sean Middleton used to say. And yeah, get that on a t-shirt. Get some merchandise with that phrase. And yeah, if you could like and share the video around and comment respectfully below what you think. Take care, you lovely lot, and I'll see you on Saturday for the home game against Plymouth. Hopefully another win for Sunderland. With the lads. Stay safe.